the promoter who heavily robbed boxing legends. Exposing the seedy underbelly of boxing's glamorous world, is Don King a brilliant promoter or a notorious conman? Explore the mysterious realm of the vigorist Don King, the promoter accused of cheating boxing greats out of their money. What strategies did he use to ascend the ranks while leaving a trail of scandal? Don King, a great boxing promoter, is indelible in the annals of sports history thanks to his flamboyant style and unrivaled capacity to organize high-stakes contests. He is credited with having engraved his name into the annals. King has become an enduring emblem of the sport's lively and compelling nature. And he is known for the unique hairstyle and flashy clothes he sported throughout his career. King has been responsible for coordinating some of the most legendary bouts in the annals of boxing. These bouts have transcended the domain of sports and captured the attention of people all around the world. Because of his exceptional promotional skills and charming persona, he has been able to transform mundane boxing matches into enormous spectacles that captivate the imaginations of both die-hard boxing fans and casual onlookers. Over his career, King has been involved in a number of controversial incidents. In spite of the fact that he has made unquestionable contributions to the sport, he has been the target of criticism for his violent strategies, legal problems, and claims of exploiting other people. In spite of this, his influence on the sport of boxing cannot be discounted, since he was a critical factor in the sport's meteoric rise to prominence and its emergence as a major force on a global scale. Don King's lavish personality and unequaled ability to promote big-money fights have left an indelible impression in the world of boxing promotion, guaranteeing his place in the pantheon of sports superstars and cementing his status as a pioneer in the industry. In the history of boxing, he was responsible for some of the most exciting and riveting bouts. Strategically astute and a marketing genius, he created spectacles that would live long in the memory and go well beyond the realm of sports. The Rumble in the Jungle and The Thriller in Manila, two of his most recognizable works, are monuments to his unparalleled ability to captivate audiences throughout the world. In 1974, Muhammad Ali and George Foreman squared off in Kinshasa, Zaire, for the Rumble in the Jungle. Ali, playing the role of the underdog, used the rope-a-dope tactic to tire out Foreman and score a knockout victory that shocked the world. He was responsible for setting up Ali and Joe Frazier's historic 1975 Thriller in Manila. Both men were exhausted by the end of 14 rounds of this hard fight that took place in the sweltering Philippine heat. It was a genuine impresario of boxing, one who left an indelible impression on the sport thanks to his ability to blend sporting prowess, theatrics, and strategic planning. His legacy has inspired and captivated boxing fans all over the world, and the excitement he brought to the ring is still unrivaled. Don King was a controversial figure in the world of boxing promotions, and his legacy reflects his multifaceted personality. King's expertise in producing large-scale events won him widespread acclaim. His ability as a promoter, negotiator, and deal-maker brought unprecedented exposure to boxing contests around the world. He was responsible for coordinating a number of legendary bouts, elevating them to the level of international spectacles. King was widely criticized for his alleged corrupt behavior and his insatiable desire for wealth. His reputation was damaged by claims that he took advantage of his fighters and manipulated contracts for financial benefit. Many combatants said that King exploited them by having too much say in how their careers went and how much money they made. Don King's influence on boxing is unquestionable. Despite the controversy surrounding him, he was instrumental in making the sport well known and popular among the general public. His legacy is controversial since he represents the best and worst of the boxing business. He began his career as a numbers runner in Cleveland, where he rose rapidly to prominence in the black market gambling industry. He made a name for himself in the underground gambling industry as the operator of a trustworthy and competent number, thanks to his keen business sense and mathematical prowess. But his drive and desire for success compelled him to look elsewhere. He made a bold move into boxing promotion after realizing the industry's potential and appeal. He had learned a lot about risk and reward from his time spent in the underworld, and he put that knowledge to good use by entering the world of professional boxing. He was able to assemble a team of top-tier fighters and strike lucrative deals thanks to his sharp eye for talent and adept negotiating skills. Slowly but surely, via careful alliance building and astute financial decisions, he became an unstoppable force in the world of boxing promotion, writing his name into the annals of boxing legend. Don King had a special and significant bond with Muhammad Ali. The dynamics of sports would be changed irrevocably by their union. The charismatic and astute promoter King saw potential in Ali's enormous talent and saw an opening to take their careers to new heights. King made a remarkable offer to Ali in the 1970s. He would get the heavyweight champion unprecedented sums of money. This assurance appealed to Ali, who had struggled financially throughout his career. King's commercial savvy and charismatic persuasion resulted in a revolutionary partnership that revolutionized the economics of boxing. Ali's bouts, guided by King, gained widespread attention and captivated viewers across the world. With King's help, Ali's fights were highly advertised, resulting in massive profits and turning boxing into a worldwide phenomenon. Their friendship, which was driven by mutual trust and ambition, left an indelible mark on boxing history. Don King and Muhammad Ali created an unbreakable relationship that changed the face of boxing forever, ensuring unprecedented sums of money for fights and cementing both men's statuses as all-time greats. By winning the legendary Rumble in the Jungle, he propelled himself to the top of the promotion industry. Muhammad Ali, the famed boxer and charismatic icon, used his extraordinary talents as a promoter to great effect. Ali's tactical brilliance and imposing attitude were on full display in the 1974 Rumble in the Jungle in Kinshasa, Zaire. Ali's fight with George Foreman was a historic event that catapulted him to the top of the boxing promotion ranks. Ali's charisma stretched far beyond the realm of boxing, thanks to his innovative rope-a-dope approach and his ability to mobilize people behind him. He became a worldwide success, thanks to his outstanding showmanship and captivating appeal, which cemented his status as an iconic personality. Ali's victory at the Rumble in the Jungle cemented not only his place in boxing annals, but also his status as a revolutionary force in the promotional arts. He became an immortal legend and the sport's largest promoter in history because to his outsized personality and extraordinary boxing skills. Boxing promoter Don King was instrumental in launching the careers of many renowned boxers, including Muhammad Ali. His career was plagued by scandals and claims of shady business practices and maltreatment of boxers, despite his success in producing high-profile contests. In the later years of Ali's great career, King was instrumental in arranging significant fights for the champion, but nagging doubts about King's business methods persisted behind the scenes. His standing in the boxing world was tarnished by the allegations of financial abuse and contract manipulation. Heavyweight fighter Tim Witherspoon was one high-profile patient. According to Witherspoon, King stole money from him and forced him to sign contracts that weren't in his best interest. These claims portrayed a disturbing picture of King's behavior, suggesting he made a habit of taking advantage of his combatants for financial benefit. Despite the undeniable impact of Don King's promotional efforts on boxing, his abuse of boxers like Tim Witherspoon and other problems have placed a cloud over his career. The boxing industry and its prominent individuals are complex and frequently troublesome, as evidenced by these controversies. Don King has been the subject of multiple lawsuits and accusations of theft, but it hasn't stopped him from signing a large number of boxers. Although King's reputation as a promoter was damaged by legal difficulties and claims that he exploited boxers for personal benefit, his ability to generate widespread attention and rich chances made him an attractive figure despite his notoriety. King's promotional abilities were unparalleled. Therefore, he was able to attract fighters to high-profile matches that paid well. Through his charisma and persuasion, he was able to acquire lucrative broadcast contracts for his boxers and negotiate lucrative endorsement deals. King's stable of fighters benefited greatly from his contracts with key players in the boxing industry, including promoters, managers, and television networks. Even though many people knew the hazards of working with Don King, they still couldn't resist the opportunity to become a boxing sensation and make a lot of money in the process. Because of the chances and exposure his influence and authority could afford athletes in the highly competitive world of professional boxing, competitors were enticed to sign with Don King, despite the controversy surrounding him. Do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you want to watch more videos like this.